The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw here. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
He finds his target, Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running route.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They're following the sack. They'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Herbert now.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, 49ers nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Niners at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coach. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Donald Parham.
67 yards.
And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers 14, 49ers 9. Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. 21. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
McCaffrey running up the middle. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've got our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Go ahead.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Able to find Gray here. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. On first down, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Williams, a man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out right around the 39. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
12.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Sit, sit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Rumph collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
12.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got Perriman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even...
Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now it's blocked. Now the Chargers have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the 27, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 in a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. It's a gain of 34. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
gets a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here we go. 65, 65.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Garoppolo to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chargers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with a Kansas